everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. So today we are going to do shout outs. So let's get down to them. The very first one is Tara Olson, and she does a lot of come clean with me videos, but she has this beautiful ranch that with her little boy and her son, and when she, she'll do these videos, come clean my kitchen or come clean, whatever she's cleaning, my refrigerator but what she does is she'll take you on her whole day activities. So you'll get to know almost a lot about her and what she does and her lifestyle almost. So Tara actually lives on a ranch with her husband and son in, I believe it's Utah. They have horses because she loves horses, so you will see her train them. You will see her exercise them. She also has a lot of dogs that I'm getting the impression that she rescues a lot of these animals. And she's just a great lover of animals, period. So you'll see her doing her daily activities. And right now, I believe she just announced that they're expecting their second baby. It's very exciting. I think this was a long-awaited second child. And so she is very emotional, and she's going through her, and it's so funny because she is so health conscious, but yet all her cravings are just junk. So she just did a whole video about all her cravings, which are like donuts and cookies and chips, and she's just trying to fight it and be, healthy about it, but, the baby wants sugar. I love her channel. I was actually drawn to her channel because the very first video I watched actually was where she did a surprise giveaway on this channel. But I love what she did with the giveaway. She was cleaning her her kitchen, I think, or and her thing was, hey, she had a cat, and she goes, how many times you can see, I don't remember what his name was. Count how many times you have seen him appear in the video, throughout the video, and place it down below in the comments, and whoever gets it right will be put in a drawing, and so the thing is that I thought that was the cutest thing, because this cat popped up out of like everywhere, and you had to be really looking for him, in these videos. So I thought that was a really great idea. I really love that. But I love watching her. Like I said, I love seeing her life and the things she does on the ranch. And when you first look at her, she is so perfectly hair. She's got this beautiful blonde hair, and she's cute little blonde, and you think, oh wow, look at her, she's like a model, but yet she is so down to earth. She is, mucking out the stalls, and she's feeding her chickens, and just doing daily life, and just a sweetheart. I love Tara. Please go out there and show her some love, and yeah, I love watching her. The next one is Miss Penley Ann's Creations Penny. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot. She's a yarny person, so a lot of us yarny people have heard of Miss Penny. And the reason why I love watching her, even though she does giveaways, she has a beautiful craft room that I will tell you, the way she arranged all her yarn, it reminds me of a color swatch, like in a painter's paint color swatch, because it's so beautifully like an ombre. It just recedes in color accordingly. But what I really love about her channel is Mr. Calvin. I presume that is her husband. But I love the interactions between Penny and Mr. Calvin. Now, this Mr. Calvin must be the most wonderful man alive, I think. And I would like to know where she found Mr. Calvin. The perfect man. She will send Mr. Calvin, that's what she calls him, to Joann's for her with a list, and the man will get all the crafts and all the yarn and everything just the way she wants it. Like, he really knows his wife. I mean, what man can do that? You know, that's amazing. So I love how she mentions him. I think that one of my favorite videos was when she did her Christmas decorations already around her house, and she did a little tour. That was last week. Beautiful decorations. It looked like out of a magazine, you guys. But she pointed out very you know, she pointed out that Mr. Calvin arranged the manger scene, and he did quite a nice job, I have to say. I just love her. It makes me, she reminds me of a Southern lady for some reason, and I love how their interactions between them. I love watching, you know, how Mr. Calvin is just a supportive, loving husband who does not mind going and to craft stores and purchasing items for her. And he does not care how much she spends. How's that, guys? So give them a look there. Another channel that I really, really love is Telus. I hope I'm saying that right. Telus. Now, this is a Swedish channel, and this is a very young couple living in like the forests of Sweden, and they are they have this farm, but their farm is like back in the old days. They're doing everything like it was like 100 years ago. So like they have some sheep. They use the wool for to make a yarn. They make their own butter from like scratch, not like how I mean with the churn, you know, they churn it, or they make their own cheese. They raise rabbits and sheep. They use a sickle to cut hay for their animals for the winter. So everything they're doing is like they're living back to 100 years ago, and they're trying to preserve that lifestyle, those traditions. So here's this really young couple, I would say early 30s, in Sweden, living in the forest. Beautiful scenery, you guys. It is like the most gorgeous scenery. He has a drone, and he often takes you on the nearby, I mean, overlooking his property. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They also are learning English, so they do, you can see them sometimes like scrambling for how do you say this, or you see them Google on their phone. They do have, you know, like a computer and a phone, so don't think that, you know, they're completely like 100% off grid, although they do use candles for electricity. And they live in this cute house that reminds me of my grandparents, and this is why I watch him. The whole farm, the whole way of life reminds me of a time that my grandparents were living, you know, before the last decade or so of my grandfather's life. They built their cottage. They rebuilt it into a like a two-story home. But that cottage that I see in Talisman is how it just reminds me of my grandparents. So everything they do on that show, I mean on the show, on the vlog, I just on that channel just brings back so many memories of my grandparents. And so I love them, everything. And I've even told them that. I commented on theirs. I just get so many memories every time I watch that channel. They just did a beautiful, again, like I said, their videos are awesome, just spectacular. They just announced that they're expecting their first child, and he is a great wood maker. He makes a lot of things from wood himself. He'll chisel it out. So they did this video where they didn't speak. They just presented it, where it was an old-fashioned cradle, and there was sheep wool in the cradle because they raise sheep. And he chiseled out a little spoon, wooden spoon, and a little bowl, and they placed it in the cradle. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. What a great announcement. And I'm looking forward to see what this new chapter will bring. I love this couple a lot, and you know, you want to talk about an old um, style farming. That's what they do. Bring back a lot of memories from, you know, from my childhood with my grandparents back in Poland. So give that couple a try and watch Telus. I am going to do another one, Dale Calder. Now, Dale Calder is a Canadian, and I can't remember what island he lives on, but he actually, oh my goodness, he does so many videos. He's been on YouTube, I think, ever since they came out. He has many videos. He is retired. He is living in on this, I forget what Canadian island it is, but they use ferries to go back and forth. He does a lot of old-fashioned recipes from his mother's um, recipe book, like wartime cake. Right now he's doing a great series on Christmas gifts that you bake and you make from the kitchen. So, you know, where he's making toffee, he's making, you know, cookies and different things. And he has a huge garden that he gardens, and he does these reveals where he, you know, he'll, let's see what how the bell peppers, you know, how did the potatoes do this, and he also ended up building this tiny little cabin, and like a one room tiny little cabin in his backyard that he takes, that is totally, I mean, there's no electricity or none. He put a wood stove, he put a couch, a futon, and a little table. And whenever they have like snowstorms or all, he'll close up his house, he'll go in his backyard, he'll bring his food and whatever he needs, and he'll cook on the wood stove for us. And kind of like a, you know, and then he'll tell us the story. He'll cook for us in a skillet over the wood burning stove, and you know, he'll read up, you know, it, and everybody on his channel loves when he goes to the cabin for those big snowstorms, you know, where he's kind of stuck in the cabin. Love Dale Calder. Really nice gentleman. I love hearing his voice. He has one of those radio voices, and he'll take you all over his island. He'll take you to a lot of the, he goes a lot to France. He'll take you to, on his trips over there. Great guy. He's been, I think, around for, like I said, I think since YouTube started. He's got many videos, you guys. Give him a try. He is just an awesome guy. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to call it a day. Now, this is Danielle from Take Care Mama. Now, Danielle used to be, she had changed her name of her channel, but she used to be Danielle Gets It Done. And then, so she used to have like a lot of these little DIYs, you know. She would do, you know, she would do hauls, she would do DIYs, she would do a lot of with essential oils, and then she became pregnant with her second child, and so then the focus of the channel came to motherhood and going through this. And I think her oldest is like 5, her son 5 or 6, and then now she has a little one again. So now her channel, I see she changed it to Take Care Mama, and she basically takes you on her trip with this newborn, with this, not a newborn anymore, but with this infant, and, you know, trying to lose weight, exercising. She's basically all natural with her, like that, taking care of the baby, all natural with, like, you know, she's breastfeeding, she's using cloth diapers instead of disposables. So she is all about, you know, just trying to be a mom without any, you know, where there's no dyes, there's no preservatives, and more healthy, conscious. I love watching her. She just did a daily routine in the morning with her baby girl. She did a beautiful, one of my favorite vlogs of hers when she actually had her baby. Well, I should say before that, she found this this app where you could put on your phone, and like, for every month that you were pregnant, it would kind of show an image of what the baby inside would look like. So, and what the baby could, you know, it has ears, it had eyes developed, and so she could show her son at that time, oh look, this is your sister, this is right now, this is what's going on inside my mommy's tummy right now. I love those kind of videos because that was really nice to see, you know, a way that she included her son in her pregnancy and kind of prepared him for it. So just give her give her a try. Let's take care of Mama. It's Danielle. She does, like I said, a little bit of everything, but like I said, right now it's Mama. She's all about being a mom, and I think she's a stay-at-home mom right now. So anyway, you guys, give these channels a try, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.